Hi, I'm Erin Conrad with threeifbyspace.net. I have to open the chat. There we go. This will likely be for a review, so post rather than pre. It's nice to see you both. Richard, briefly in Vancouver. Diarmaid, would you please correct my pronunciation of your name?
You had a great effort, Diarmaid, yes, and your name meaning Ireland, of course, I'm sure you know, so.
Yes. Irish grandparents. So from Donegal and Sligo.
Beautiful.
It was great to see you both. The journey that you're taking, at least in the first half of the season, is really interesting. It was fascinating in the books, especially as you're looking for Roger's father. You know, that looks like a very emotional journey that you're both doing. Diarmaid, as is your journey, it's very unintentional. You know, this is a situation you never expected to be in. How do you think Buck is handling this? What do you think? Is he going along with Roger to kind of avoid his own issues of trying to get back to his wife? Or do you think this is somewhere that he feels he needs to be?
I think Buck has a lot of broken pieces in him, particularly when it comes to the subject of family and his ill-fated relationship with Morag and the children. He's already made it a very difficult decision that they are better off without him. But prior to just going through the stones, he says to Roger, I want to help your kin. And while it mightn't have worked with his wife and all that, he still has great love of family, and he wants to do everything he can. And while it's completely unpredictable that he found himself where he did, I think he wants to make himself useful in any way that he can to preserve this father and son relationship, because he has a lot of empty spaces in him with that topic, as does Roger, I believe. But so to rescue this father-son relationship, I think, means everything to him.
Yeah. And Richard, I know as you go through this, you're voicing your internal thoughts and then also speaking to Geillis and to Dougal. Was that an interesting way to handle? What did you think of the way they handled that? Because obviously it's so conflicting.
In terms of the storytelling?
Yes.
And the device, you mean, as a device within the...
Yes.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting. I thought, potentially some really good stuff came out of that. And it's always good just to go straight to the mind of the person who's sort of in focus. I thought it's quite an interesting way to develop that whole thing with Diarmaid, with Buck, Geillis, and Dougal. So I thought it was a bit of humour, because you get all those expletives coming out and what he actually thinks about the situation and the complete and utter surprise and irony of it all. At the same time, technically quite jarring. I don't know if you remember when we were filming that stuff, Diarmaid. We kept having to leave pauses. We kept having to leave extra time after lines, before lines, for the thoughts, to make sure there was enough time for the thoughts to come through. Not a great way to do a scene, technically, I think, because you end up leaving a lot of dead air. The tempo, the pace is essentially, adjusted in a way that's not necessarily conducive to the flow of the scene. So a lot of fun, but at the same time, technically, I thought quite jarring in the actual filming of it, but worth it, I think.
I think the payoff was fantastic. It was really enjoyable. Yeah.
It was fun to watch, especially your expression, Richard, when Lotta walks in the door. When Geillis walks in the door.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, I can tell it was. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the time. And they're telling me to wrap up.
Pleasure.
Have a good day.